Right, these are the new Held 2-in-1 gloves. You see there, they've got two sections. You can put your hand down there for the summer riding, but area, cooler, or full gore-tex if you put them in there, the dry ones. So since it's like -50, we're going to go for the dry option. Let's see what it's like. I would if I could get them over my jacket. I'll tell you what, with a bad shoulder, it's blooming tough getting gloves on. I've even got a little visor wipe along there. I haven't got a visor cat at the moment. Mine got cut off me. Visor cat gave me another one, but I gave it away in that prize draw. Not thinking I was going to get wiped out. Oh well. So it's quite tight to get over a jacket. Maybe I need the next size up. God, they're just very tight around the wrist. Don't know if they're meant to go over a jacket or not. If I put that in the breezy, or if I put that in the... I think I've put that in there. Yeah, I did. Idiot. They feel good though, it's a good feel on the actual hands. It's just very tight across the wrists. So, let's go and get the first service done. A lovely feel to the gloves. Now, disclaimer, I do have the heated grips on, but I pretty much always ride with them on, to be honest with you. Good feel through the fingers and thumbs. Yeah, great feel of the controls. I can tell you straight away I love riding in these gloves. They've got a really nice feel to them. You know, sometimes especially with all weather or winter gloves, you can almost feel like you've got no connection with the bike. Certainly with these, and I mean the Nox Androids are race gloves effectively. But when you have heated grips like these, you know, you can get away with summer gloves. Yeah, these feel really good, like them. Just a shame about them being so tight in the wrist, to be honest. They could do with a little bit more versatility across the wrist. It's certainly hard work to get them over the sleeve of a jacket. Look at that traffic. So I have Helga booked in with Hilltop Motorcycles Saturday the 3rd. Cannot wait. The GS is a great bike, but stock, even with this full Akrapovic system on, it's a shadow of what it can be when it's hill-topped. I cannot recommend that enough, folks. What a difference that makes. There's just a little bit of sluggishness, if you like. It feels like the bike strangled a bit. You get it hill-topped and it's like it's set free. The response, the fueling is just amazing, and the immediate punch you get everywhere is just, it's a joy to ride when it's like that. I cannot wait to have it done and get my GS back. People look at me when I go on about how good the GS is, and they're just like, what has happened to you? And I totally get that. A, if you've never ridden one before, and B, if you've only ever ridden the GS, the standard GS. Have the thing tweaked, and my god, there is a beast that lies within. I'm gonna get myself some sort of bike dash cam fitted. Definitely one at the front, obviously, but I might go for rear as well, I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm having to ride everywhere with my helmet cam on all the time, and I don't like that, because you end up with hours and hours and hours of footage that you have to sift through. Normally I've got the remote, I just record when A, there's some good road coming up, or I think there might be some good road coming up, or B, if I've got anything to say. And then when it comes to editing, I just look on the sound waves for the peaks where I'm talking, and I know I could just cut there. And obviously you can do the same thing when you just leave the camera running, but it takes longer to import the footage in, it takes longer to render it initially, it just takes longer, full stop. And it takes me long enough as it is to edit a video, hence why I don't always hit my upload times. I've been cold since we went and did that ride on Saturday to run the bike in. I've never warmed up since I got back. That's ridiculous, isn't it? What's that up ahead? Is that a Maserati? Maserati. Sounds good, whatever it is. Let's have a look. Oh, I can hear that engine. Oh, he's letting me by as well. That's good of you, pal, but keep your car out the gutter. I'll tell you what, this dash really does. I mean, it's awesome, it's great, but it really does make me conscious of my speed, because the camera can pick it up so easily. Look, I'm going over 40 already. So I suppose that's one good thing. If But I don't like constantly having to look at my speedo all the time. I want to be looking at the road ahead and options either side, like this guy coming from the left there. I want to be continually looking down all the time. That and the fact that hardly anybody goes at the speed limit, certainly at the 40s. People are always 45, 50 more, which I'm not saying is a good thing. It's not in a built-up area, definitely, but when you sit at the speed limit, you end up with just queues of people right behind you and they sit on your arse. I'll tell you what, talking of being cold, I watched Richie Vida's recent vid where he went out for a breakfast run with Egon and Gaz. Bloody snow all round about them. They looked like they were in Norway or somewhere. I was shivering just watching that. I've turned into a southern shandy drunken what's it. Good on you boys though, like the dedication. I hope the brekkie was worth it. I've literally just watched before I came out the Missenden Flyers, the recent one, when he was out with Lyndon over at Toro Adventure. Now Lyndon obviously is the guy I went away with to Morocco, and TMF has gone out there to do some of the Spanish road riding tours that Lyndon started. It looks awesome, it really does look good. Lyndon's been on at me to go down and do it as well, but A, I can't afford it at the moment, but a load of work on the house to do. I've just bought the new bike, and B, I can't get the time off work just now, unfortunately. But it looks really good, and I'm hoping to get down there as soon as I can. So check that out, toroadventure.com, or have a look at Missenden Flyers channel. Have you seen Lamb Chop's new video? He's gone and fitted that new Rottweiler air intake system and the Power Commander 5, and it dyno jetted. Oh my good god, I think he said he's got nearly 180 brake at the rear wheel, not at the crank, at the rear wheel. That is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. What a weapon. Now I'm hoping Lamb Chop might come away with me and my mate Mark, because we're going to do the RBLR 1000 soon, Royal British Legion Riders Branch. Every year they do an Iron Butt challenge, 1,000 miles in 24 hours. You start up at Squires Calf in Leeds, and then from there you can either head south down to Land's End, or you could go north up to Wick. I always go up to John O'Groats, it's only like 20 minutes, half hour up the road, and you can either do it clockwise or anti-clockwise, either route. I always do north clockwise. It's free to enter, but you have to raise a minimum of £50 sponsorship for the Poppy Appeal. So if you fancy it folks, sign up, you can meet us all up in Squires. There's quite a few people saying they're going to do it. You're more than welcome to come along with myself and Mark, but it's going to be rapid, so I'm afraid we won't be hanging about on that one. We are going for it. But you're more than welcome to come in and join the fun. That is June 16th. So check out rblr1000.co.uk. What else is going on? This is a bit of a YouTube who's who at the moment. Have you heard of the Arctic rider? A chap called Gordon. He rode all the way up to Nordkapp, top of Norway, and he raises money for his selected charities. And very soon he's heading over and he's going to ride all the way up to Deadhorse in Alaska, right at the very top. If you ever seen Ice Road Truckers, that's the road they do. So he's heading over there, so I can't wait to see his vids and social media that he does for that. So check him out, Arctic Rider, links will be down below. Oh, stay there. A huge thank you to everybody who's bought the DVD, the book, the lanyards, the wristbands, tie pins, everything like that. And thank you for the great feedback I've had on the DVD as well. The DVD didn't end up how I envisaged it in my head. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because I think it's a million times better than I thought it was going to be. Because we went down a different route. It's a very personal, retrospective look as to why I did the trip and how it affected me. Good God, this bike's quick. So those of you who got back in touch with me and gave me some feedback on it, thank you very much for it. It means the world, you know, to have such touching words said back to me and to know how that's affected you. A lot of people are in the same boat as me. They've lost loved ones to cancer and other illnesses, and for a couple of you that have been in touch and are going through it yourselves at the moment, you're never on your own, folks. I'm always at the end of a mouse click, a Facebook message, a tweet, or drop me an email, info@teapotone.com. I'll reply, my number's on it. Give me a call. And I do mean that, folks, okay? You're never by yourself, you're never on your own, especially in the biking world. Sounds corny, that's what I love about the bikes. Everyone's there for each other, never forget that. But anyway, happier times. What a couple of weeks it's been for the YouTube channel. I only just, about 2 weeks ago, celebrated hitting 10,000 subscribers. And I don't know why, but for some reason, one of the videos I've done, the how to plan or how much does it cost to go around the world. One of those videos anyway. It's gone daft. It just went crazy. And I've had in the last 2 weeks, about 2,000 subscribers have joined the channel. So if you're one of them, hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. And thank you for all the messages of support and just everybody that's got in touch, left comments on all the various vids, and thank you for checking all the other vids out, because it's a huge help. It sort of wakes YouTube up, the old algorithm, and it makes it go, oh hang on, people want to watch this content, so in turn they promote it more, which is brilliant. Thank you so much, and hopefully we can keep this running. But yeah, lots of things planned for this year, quite a few tours. Got the first tour coming up in April, that's with Toro Adventure, over to Morocco, so I'm leading that one. Looking forward to meeting everybody that's coming on that tour. Then I've got 2 tours to the Picos in June, 1 in July. I've got a track day at Brands in May. I've got a few talks actually with different bike clubs this year, so I'm looking forward to doing them. I've got the bike show, the London Bike Show next week. Well, actually probably it's been by the time you see this vid. Friday 16th, 17th and 18th of February I'm at the London Excel for the Carol Nash Bike Show. I'm there with Nathan Millward and a whole host of other adventure type bikers. I'll be in the Adventure Zone, and I think I am giving a little chat with Nathan about packing for a trip, which could be interesting because I took 3 pairs of pants and 3 t-shirts on my round the world trip, so I'm not sure if you're going to want to listen to me or not. Gee, where's the pickup from this? That was in 4th gear. But anyway, yeah, lots and lots planned, so keep your eyes on the Facebook page in particular, because I pretty much live on the Teapot Facebook page. I'm on that throughout the day, I'm always checking it. I'm trying to get the Twitter going again as well, so if you're on Twitter, give us a follow at TeapotOne, Instagram at TeapotOne Insta, and I think that's about all I'm really doing now. I'm proper old, I just don't get Snapchat. And then obviously I've got TeapotOne.com as well for the shop and all the merchandise. So check all them out. Oh, Patreon. Now, love it or hate it, I am overwhelmed by the support on the Patreon page. We've hit our first goal already, so I'm going to be doing a Patreon only live chat, a live feed, which the patrons will decide the topic. If you want to be part of that, check that out if you like, patreon.com/TeapotOne. Irrespective whether you're a patron or not, the vids are always here for you to view free, and I welcome and cherish your support. I should speak to Ben about this, sit on a couch. There's something about the social media gratification. I can't be alone in this. Well, I know I'm not. I think anybody that goes on YouTube in particular, or puts themselves out there on social media, there has to be a character trait amongst us that makes you do that and makes you yearn for the constant reassurance, if you like, from total strangers. But it's a great feeling when people give you good feedback for a vid, for something you've said, or how it's made somebody feel. That's a great thing. You know, the whole point of TeapotOne, it's not look at me, look what I'm doing. I really want to try and emphasize the mantra of live your life. You know, it started as an around the world trip because I made a promise and my mum said live your life to me, you know, and that changed my life. And if I can have a positive impact on somebody else who's maybe going through a bit of grief at the moment, or they've always wanted to do something but they've never had the confidence to see it through, if I can have an impact on you, give you the impetus or the confidence to get out there and make that change or live that dream, for me that's awesome. It really is. That's what I want to do, you know, because there's so many people out there, Austin Vance, Jack Lucasen, so many of these people had that impact on me when I was dreaming of doing that trip. Oh, how did I forget Sam Manicum, the nicest man on the planet. Check out Sam Manicum, links are down below, and read his books. If there is a gram of overland adventure traveller in you, then his books will light that fire, and before you know it, you'll be heading off to Africa. Okay, right, that's me at Coobers. Let's get the bike in for its service, and it's sleeting. Oh good. Top service as ever. Now let's head home. Yeah, these gloves are definitely a little bit of a pain in the bum to put on. Maybe I've got, do you know, I wouldn't want to go any bigger in the hands, but the wrists are very, have I got big wrists? I don't know if I've got big wrists, but it certainly struggles to get over a jacket. Look at that. I've not had that with any other gloves. Wonder if that would give over time, maybe. It was just because they're new. Oh, Lord. Right, first service done. Let the fun begin. Now I tried to get the baffles out, but apparently they've been spot welded in. Buggers. Oh yes, God, I love this bike. Have I mentioned that? Pop and cackling. Do you know, straight away I can feel a difference. Straight away. Oh, roundabouts in the rain. Where are you going, Utes? Oh, I love that about this bike. Although it's massive, great big haddock, the turning circle and the agility of it is awesome. I find it really good for commuting in traffic. Is that to let me by? Yeah, so these gloves, in the full gore-tex mode, they are, that's very kind, yeah, thank you, pal. Oh God, this bike's just going to get me in a load of trouble. Slow down, slow down, slow down. These bikes shouldn't do what they do, I tell you, it is awesome. Anyway, yeah, in full gore-tex mode, these gloves, they are thick enough to give you real good protection. I don't feel the cold in the slightest, you know, my hand's off, it's off of the heated grip there, and it feels good. I don't feel the cold at all, I'm not feeling the wind, anything like that. But they're not so thick that your hand's mummified from any sense of feeling off the controls. You know, I can feel the brakes, I can feel all the buttons, right to the fingertips, feels really good. And importantly for me, I can feel the heated grips coming through. Because sometimes winter gloves are so thick, you end up not getting the benefit of the heated grips if you have them. And so over a course of time, the wind just gets through, the wind chill just comes through, but you don't get the heated grips to warm up your hands again. That's what I found in the past. So far, these held 2-in-1 gloves, very good.